I was about to jump in the shower, and then I realized this would be my only time to vlog for the whole day. So, Paul and Poppy are still asleep, and my sister Carol Ann is going to be here in about a half hour. And anyway, so the plan today is we're all going out to Montauk, and some of the group are going to be going deep sea fishing for like 5 hours with, like, yeah, and that's going to be Jacqueline's husband Clint, Jacqueline's father-in-law, um, Beast, and Bo, and they're going to be gone fishing, and the rest of us are going to be going to the beach. It would be an oceanside beach. The beach by my house is Long Island Sound, and the ocean beaches, the surf is really rough. It's so intense, like crashing waves. It's big crashing waves. Like people surf out there. So I'm a little bit like, with Poppy. Um, she hasn't, since we've moved here, we've only gone to our beach and a couple of other beaches on the Long Island Sound. Um, so then, like, yeah, we're gonna do the beach all day while the fisher people do the fishing, and then we'll get back together and go to Gosman's, which is this incredible seafood restaurant in Montauk with like fresh caught fish. Montauk is part of the Hamptons, but it's traditionally like a fishing village, and it has gotten more and a middle class vacation town was its history. The past 10 years, 12, 15 years, it's become more and more upscale, glitzy, yuppified, more like the other Hampton towns, which sucks. But it is still a real fishing village, like major fishing industry there. So anyway, this restaurant will have like fresh caught that day lobster, that kind of thing. So that's exciting. I'm really excited about going to Gosman's tonight. It's about 90 minutes from where I live. This Montauk is, and so um, um, but we have to leave. It's 9 now. We have to leave by about 10 because of when the fishing trip starts. Oh, and it's so funny because Carol Ann is paying for the whole fishing expedition, and she had been looking up like the different boats and captains that do these outings, and she found one named Captain Thomas Herlihy. So she chose him because of his name. So the crew are going to be going on Captain Herlihy's boat for 3 hour tour. I hope Beast falls overboard and drowns. No, I shouldn't wish death upon anyone. So the real reason for this vlog is just to fill you in on the drama from yesterday. Let's see if I can recall all the details. I was just saying if I should wash my hair today, if it's good enough to just shower my body and leave my hair alone. You shouldn't shampoo your hair every day, right? Okay. Where did it start? Um, Sorry. I just woke up a little while ago. So yesterday, okay, so the night before was the party, and she took off. Okay, I got it. So the night before was the big party, and we decided not to stay in my house to sleep over, even though we bought an air conditioner for her so that she would sleep over. She went off to the palace and everything, and yesterday morning, um, Carol Ann and Patrick went to Mass, and then they went to the palace in Port Jefferson, Tamara's house, for bagels and lox and coffee that she hosted and didn't invite me to. Yeah, this is rubbing me the wrong way. My sister's like, I'm going to be going to breakfast tomorrow. She's having, you know, this breakfast because of my party. Like, So I'm like, so you're inviting some of my party guests? It's like she keeps trying to steal my party. Anyway, so, I mean, maybe it's not really like that. Like, Tamara has Charles and his kids at her house, and Beast and Bo, and at her mother's house, 20 minutes away, and having a bagel breakfast with lots of fixings and blocks, and invited Carol and Patrick, and not me and Paul and you know or Jacqueline, So it's just a little bit annoying. But anyway, they go off to that, and they went in Patrick's car because the night before, Beast had stolen Carol Ann's car. That was another thing. She took the car without asking. I don't know if I informed you about my last vlog, but Beast disappeared, and it was found out she'd gone to Tamara's and taken the car. So anyway, so Patrick takes Carol Ann to Port Jeff in his car. They have their bagel breakfast, and then and then and then after a few hours, Carol Ann and Patrick come back. Patrick gets ready to go to his golf outing that he was going to do with some of the guys, and my sister said something like, "Oh, Allison they'll be back in a while." So so Paul and I went out to get bagels for me and him and Poppy and Jacqueline's kids that were in my house. So we go out, come back a little while later, and Beast and Bo are there. And it was pretty late. It was like, I slept late yesterday. It was like 11. Anyway, now it's like 12 something. And Beast and Bo had just come back from this huge breakfast that I heard about, like how lavish the spread was. And anyway, we're all sitting around in my kitchen. Me, Paul, and Poppy, and Jacqueline's daughters are eating our bagels. Beast and Bo and Carol Ann are in the kitchen, like chatting. And all of a sudden, like, Beast and Bo get up and they're like, we're gonna go get a sandwich. I think for Bo. And it was a little weird because they had just eaten. Bo is kind of large. And so they just leave. And they take Caroline's car. And the plan was to go to the beach. And so they don't come back. Like, we know, oh, they go to get a sandwich. And time goes by and goes by. And then Caroline gets a text that says, we decided to go to the diner. And Carol Ann is annoyed. She's like, oh, so you're not just grabbing a sandwich to come back, you're sitting down at a restaurant. Like, because we were at this beach expedition, beach day at my beach. And so she was annoyed. Carol Ann was annoyed. And then, like, time goes by and goes by and goes by. And my sister's, like, texting her, and she's not hearing from her. And she's getting upset. And then, like, we decided to just head down to the beach, our whole group. Jacqueline and her family, and me, Paul, and Poppy, and Carol Ann. And we go down to the beach, and my sister is like sad. Oh, before we went down to the beach, um, she kind of like snapped at me, and I was like, "What are you? Why are you talking to me like this?" And she was like, "I'm sorry. Like, I'm just really stressed. I'm like so upset the way this weekend is going with her. Like," and I was like, "Do you want a pill?" And she was like, oh, "I don't know." And I was like, "How about half a pill?" And she was like, "Okay." So I gave her half a Klonopin. She seemed really like frazzled. Okay, so we go down to the beach, and we're down there for a while, and my sister seems really sad, and eventually she gets a text, not from Beast, but from Bo, saying, we went peach picking. There are peach farms east of where I live, like, so they went peach picking, and it was just ridiculous. It was just really fucking weird, because they just took my sister's car, and this caused, I can't, it's like blurry now, but this caused some inconvenience. Like, we had a huge amount of people. Like, we had all of Jacqueline's family and plus and everything. We needed Carol Ann's car at some point, but they were gone for hours. So my sister was upset throughout the day, like, wow, like, we could have done this, but I don't have my car. Beast the night before stole the car and like went to Port Jefferson to the palace, she didn't ask or even inform, say I'm going to do this. She just took the car. And then yesterday for this peach picking outing that they decided to completely change the plan and not participate in the plan and do their own thing, they just took the car. Sorry, it was itchy. Um, so we're at the beach for a long time, and it was like 5 o'clock, and Caroline had passed out. She was taking this huge nap because the clowns had made her sleepy. But I'm glad because she doesn't get enough rest. But anyway, Jacqueline and I are sitting on beach chairs, like watching the kids play in the water. And all of a sudden, Beast comes along and pokes Jacqueline on the back. We turn around. We're like, "Oh, hi." She's like, "Hey, um, can we park the car in the parking lot?" And I was like, "It's risky. You could get towed if you don't have the parking sticker, which only my car has." I was like, "But you have better luck parking on the street, or just going back up to my house and walking down, and then we could give you a ride back up the hill." I was like, there's some risk of getting towed. I don't know how often it happens. And she's like, all right. And then she leaves. She doesn't say anything. Caroline's sleeping. And then she goes back up, the stairs to my beach. Bo is waiting at there's a bench. We need to go partly down my stairs. There's like a little viewing deck and benches before you go all the way down to the beach. Bo is up in the deck area of the stairs. Beast goes up there with him, and for the next hour or so, approximately, just sits up there with him, and then they leave, and it was weird. And while they were up there, eventually Caroline woke up and saw them up there and was like, "What are they doing?" And we were like, "We don't know." And she just there was no communication between Beast and Caroline, like none. And I was like, "How are you doing?" And she was like, "Well, I feel like I'm a mom, and she's my teenage daughter who was dragged along to a trip she didn't want to go to, a family trip, and she brought her best friend, and they're avoiding family as much as possible. That's how I feel." She's like, "I don't feel like I'm in a partnered relationship with an adult." And I was like, "That really sucks." I was like, that's sad. And she was like, but then she's immediately like, she has her good qualities. She has a lot of great qualities. It's not always like this. Blah, blah, blah. Like, she complains about her, then she has to like also apologize for her, make excuses for her, inform me that she's really a great person. It's like she's not a really great person. She's not. She's not even a good person. Um, so anyway, then they disappear, and we all pack up and everything, and like um, half of the group has to walk back up the hill because they don't all fit in my car, but they were okay with that. And then we get back up to my house, and they're not at my house, and we eventually showed up, and I don't know where they had been. I don't know what happened. I never heard. And we got pizzas and whatever, and nothing happened after that really, except she just seemed annoying, and yeah, I don't think Jacqueline's kids like her. So that's about it. I have to jump in the shower, and like Beast is gonna be going fishing today, so I mostly won't have to see her. She will be going out east in my car, but I will have to have dinner with her tonight. Um, I'm not looking forward to that, but there'll be a lot of people, so it won't be all about her. Yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to fill you in. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye. I hope this made sense.